Georgia, Georgia, like the moonlight through the pines. It's the same sweet song, keeps Georgia forever on my mind. All right, folks, we're leaving North Carolina and going into our final state of Georgia. Leaving the state that I was born in, going to the state that I live in. It's pretty awesome. So as you guys know, there's 14 states along the Appalachian Trail. Sorry the light's on, it's still a little early. It's probably 7:15. And actually I camped about 1/10 of a mile just up there. And I was tempted to come down here last night to cross this Georgia border, but then I had to cross back to North Carolina and go camp. So yeah, I just said I'll put it off till today and keep on trucking. So there's 14 states in along the Appalachian Trail, and of course my progression was a little bit different with the flip-flop. I started in North Carolina at Max Patch, as you guys know, and then I hiked forward. So in the order of completion, I really didn't finish North Carolina until right now. So in the order of completion, I went north. I finished Virginia, which is the largest state at 550 miles. Then I went to West Virginia, which is the smallest state. Then went to Maryland. Then went to Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire, and finally Maine. Then we flipped back and went into the Smokies for Max Patch. And of course, as we were coming out of the Smokies and headed down to Fontana, we left Tennessee and we were solely in North Carolina at that point. And just today we finished North Carolina and we head into our 14th state and last state, final state of Georgia. So pretty cool. And happy to be here. What an adventure. So today, the day's plan is a short plan. It's going to go 10 miles today. And we're going to go into Dix Creek Gap. And there we'll get picked up by a lady named Donna. I believe she'll be driving. And she is one of the owners there at the Green Dragon Hostel. The Green Dragon Hostel is a newish hostel over the past just, I don't know, handful of years, 3 or 4, I think. And they do a great job, great reputation. I've never stayed there. Never had a real reason to stay there because I live here. So, yeah, I look forward to staying with those guys. I know they serve a great breakfast. And I'm going to take the opportunity today with a short day, you know, to clean up a bit, wash clothes, and maybe go into Ingles, get some groceries, and get ready for a big day tomorrow. Tomorrow is a close to a 17-mile day, and it's not just a reasonably long day. It's a reasonably tough day, I can tell you that. There's a lot of climbing in tomorrow's plan, a lot of steep hills, and I mean no offense to the folks in North Carolina who love their trail, but Georgia's trail's already a lot clearer. I just crossed the state line and I don't see weeds coming up to my knees. That's one comment I'll make about that. And secondly, Georgia's might be a little bit tougher, albeit shorter. It's only 78 miles. North Carolina goes a long way if you include the miles where it runs along the border of Tennessee as well. I think for 78 miles, Georgia can be pretty tough, and tomorrow is definitely a great example of that. We'll talk more about tomorrow's plan tomorrow. But looking forward to getting on down this trail. And kind of looking forward to finally finishing up this goal. So it's been a long 6 months. So it's about time to go home. So thank you guys for following along. And we'll look forward to sharing the cool stuff just as soon as I see it. You'll be the first one to see it and I share it with. Hope y'all have a wonderful morning, and we'll catch up with you down the path. All right, everybody, sun finally came up. I noticed some leaves turning a little bit higher up at higher elevations. We're kind of generally going downhill towards Hiawasee this morning. There are, it's got plenty of small ups and downs, but generally we're going down. And I saw some leaves beginning to turn up on the higher elevations as I was hiking down earlier this morning, but it's still kind of dark. I'd like to have done a little bit of video on it, but there was because I don't see any at the lower elevations, but it's mostly maples, I think. It seemed to turn quickly to that bright kind of red color. So fall's in the air, y'all. It's coming. I knew that we've had so many cool nights in a row where probably at those higher elevations it's been in the 40s for probably 3 or 4 nights now. And it don't take a whole lot of that before leaves start to respond a little bit, I think. But yeah, we're currently headed down into a gap. I think it's called Blue Ridge Gap. And then we head up to, I think it's A's Knob or something like that. But yeah, I don't know that we're going to have a lot of views today. Number one is because we're losing elevation, and we're not really going to be on a lot of peaks or anything in that type of situation. But just a real nice walk in the woods, honestly. This is just a pleasant walk in the woods. And I've already met one fella hiking. I've seen a couple people tenting. So today is Saturday, and it's Labor Day weekend. So I imagine there's a lot of people getting out. Maybe some that came last night. There was a guy who shared the campsite with me yesterday who was doing a section hike all the way back to Winding Stair Gap in Franklin, which is where I started, this little section of my own. So he's doing 40 miles going the other direction, where I'm about to complete the same 40 miles going this direction, or southbound. So there's more people. It's nice to see some people, honestly. It's kind of, otherwise it just feels kind of, I don't know, isolated a little bit, So I guess that's about it. I'm just rambling, but we're going to continue our walk in the woods and make progress. So far today we've done about, I know we've done 3 miles into our 10-mile trek. And I imagine it's going to click off pretty quickly. All right, hope everybody's having a great morning, and we'll catch up with you a little further down this path. All right, everybody, we've made it down into Blue Ridge Gap. Look at this bench. They just cut that log in half. Can you imagine how big that thing was before they cut it? That's pretty impressive. I wonder how they got it set there. Anyway, Blue Ridge Gap. Now, we've got a pretty good climb ahead of us. Pretty steep climb. It's going to be, it's not going to last real long. It's 400 feet in elevation gain up to the top of A's, I think it's A's Knob. I have to double check that. But yeah, we might as well get it on. It's not gonna climb itself. We gotta go. All right. All right, we'll catch up closer to the top. That is quite a boulder. So we're now coming down off of a pretty tough climb up to A's Knob. And now we're coming down. We should be passing, I think it's Plum Orchard Shelter here in just 2 or 3/10 of a mile. I'll swing in there and check out that shelter. All right, we'll see y'all when we get there. All right, everybody, we made it up to Plum Orchard Gap Shelter. It's a nice shelter. I haven't seen many like this in Georgia. Well built, I mean. Kind of a timber frame type of construction with a double-decker design. Top and bottom, I don't know, you could probably sleep pretty comfortably 10 people in there. Nice heavy table out here too. Like this, somebody's actually laid a kind of rock patio here. I mean, this is a really nice shelter. Really nice shelter. Well, I'm glad I stopped and I had some extra time to come check it out, because this is not right on the trail. I just kept walking and walking. It's probably 3/10 of a mile off the trail. So now I've got 3/10 of a mile back to get to the trail. But I don't think I would have otherwise ever seen this shelter. So no regrets for sure. Okay, so we're well beyond halfway through our day. I think we're probably 4 miles, something like that, from our extraction point. So I told the lady that I would text her when I was about 2 miles out. So we got a little while to worry about that yet. But what a pretty place for a shelter, that's for sure. Somebody really carried in some materials and built a beautiful place. That's for sure. And right here, oh, not right here. I'll show you the water source for the shelter as well. 1 second. Right up here's the water source, so it's not too far from the shelter. It looks like it's an excellent water source. I don't need any water, but if I did, I'd get it. Running well. All right, we'll get back to the trail. Well, all right, everybody, give you a quick status update. We are just moseying down this trail. I sent an update to Miss Donna, who runs the Green Dragon, and told her I was on pace to be there at 12:30. And I'm just poking along, honestly. I've got 30 minutes to make it 6/10 of a mile, so no problem. What beautiful weather we've had. I tell you right now, I've been blessed with great weather, not only today and since I got back on trail, but I would say
for this entire hike. It's just amazing. I've had a couple of days, you know, a handful of days, I'm sure, where we had some rain here or there, and of course the first day was snow, and again, probably a handful of days where we had a heat wave, 90 or above, but I'd say very generally for 90% of this hike, I have had wonderful weather. So today is no exception. So again, we got 6 tenths to get in to Dix Creek Gap. For me, it's almost like once you get to Dix Creek Gap, it's like you feel like you're really in Georgia, almost. It's like the first signs of Georgia civilization. And you're just a few miles. If you're going to go to Helen, Georgia, most of you hopefully you know where that's at. A little kind of German style town that's not too far away. Or you can go to Hiawasee. Hiawasee is probably a bit more of a trail type of town, catering to hikers. So I like both towns. And I'm sure by next week, my wife and I get together and we're visiting mountains, towns of North Georgia, that Helen will be one of them. And maybe Hiawasee too. But certainly Helen, and we'll see, of course, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, LJ, and we might get some of these outskirt towns too. Outskirts like Cleveland. Cleveland, Georgia is a cool little town just south of Helen. We might go east to Clayton or Dillard. So who knows where we might end up. So we'll see. We'll figure all that out next week. But we'll be staying in Blairsville on the 1st and the 2nd and the 3rd. No, I think it's 2 nights. No, it's 3 nights. So that's it. Overall, really good day today hiking. I've had some pretty exceptional climbs. None of them were lasted a long time. You know, they were maybe 300 or 400, 500 feet in elevation gain, but they were real steep. You can see here where in North Carolina we saw a lot of switchbacks where you go, you know, back and forth and back and forth. Georgia's a bit more apt to go straight up that mountain. So in this case, we're going straight down. But so that's pretty taxing if you have a long elevation gain type of scenario. So yeah, we'll look forward to getting deep into that tomorrow. This is a good example of what I'm talking about. You see the trail? That's the trail. It's going straight up that hill. Pretty much straight up that hill. No switchbacks. That's where we're going. That's great. No problem. Everything I've done up to this point has more than prepared me for everything I'm going to do beyond this point. So I'm not going to sweat it. All right, we'll see y'all down at the gap. All right, everybody, we made it to Dix Creek Gap. And I don't think I've ever seen a prettier gap. They have added all of these nice picnic tables. There's one here, one there, one down there. There's actually a couple up there. They've built in some benches here, like if someone was going to give a little seminar or maybe even a prayer meeting or something. They could do it from here. That is nice. And they made all these steps and filled everything with gravel. If I don't fall, I'll be good. And like I said, they put a couple more up there. Be a good place just to stop on the side of the road and have a picnic. Wow. Did I mention this Labor Day weekend? here at Dix Creek Gap. We got cars everywhere, folks. I beat my ride here, which is a good thing, because she wouldn't have a place to park, I don't think. So I'll just sit here and wait for someone to pull up. I don't know where all these people are, because I did pass a few people today, but not enough to represent this many cars. So instead of going northbound, maybe they've hiked in southbound today. I'm not sure, but we will definitely look forward to seeing Donna pull up and head on into Hiawasee today to the Green Dragon. I'll show you a little bit of the Green Dragon, since that's going to be my home for the evening. Okay, hope everybody's had a great day. Catch up with you in a bit. All right, everybody, we have made it to the Green Dragon Hostel. Just upstairs, there's a dining room area there off the side, and this is the basement, or the bunk room. This is one of the nicer bunk houses or bunk rooms that I've seen, for sure. You see, you have what, 2, 4, 6, 8 bunks here in this one, and there's actually another bunk room back. I'm gonna stay out here. There's another hiker that is gonna be staying in this bunk, and I'll likely be over here in the corner. I think I like the seclusion of it all. So that's probably gonna be my bunk. She said I could pick any one I want, which of course will be a lower one, but I kind of like this one. So that's my plan. And then back here, flip the light on. This is where you'll throw all your dirty clothes, and once you've thrown your dirty clothes, they will gather them up and wash them for you, and they'll have them back for you by the end of the night. So I'm going to do that here in a bit. You have a toilet area, shower, everything you need to get cleaned up, which I'm going to do next. And that's the plan. So really nice place, and of course they have breakfast in the morning. So I look forward to taking part in all that. We've already got our plans for tomorrow in terms of hiking, and I'll be back on trail probably about 8:30, I would say. So looking forward to staying here with Miss Donna and her husband Bill at the Green Dragon Hostel. They've been very, very kind to me so far. Took me to Bojangles, got a quick lunch. We'll go back out a little bit later and grab some dinner, and also a trip to Ingalls just to get a few things that I need. I don't need a lot, just a few things. And it should be a great day, great evening. Hope everybody else has had a great day. And again, we did 10 miles, roughly 10 miles today. And we got a bigger day planned tomorrow. We'll talk more about that tomorrow. But appreciate y'all joining along, and we will see you first thing in the morning.